So we all have those games where you've got the losing lanes, you know, things are getting frustrating and we'd love nothing more than to just go next. But I think the difference between a good player and a somewhat bad one is to know how to play when you're behind or when you have losing lanes. It's really important that we understand this so that we can potentially turn the tide of games that seem hopeless. How are we doing, guys? Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying whatever you're doing right now, whether it's work, league, or Kha'Zix. Today, I have a game for you that was almost flawless. We pretty much made the best of a bad situation and carried a game that a lot of people might get frustrated over. It was a pretty rough early game, but I hope this video shows you that on a champ like Kha'Zix, so long as you play to your strengths, you play for yourself, and you don't let tilt take over, you can have a very, very successful game. And you'll probably win games that you thought you'd never be able to win. So with a little discipline, a little bit of luck, and some heavy farming, I got this zero death Kha'Zix game that I hope can shed some light on how to carry with him. Now if you guys could do me a favor and subscribe if you're new and want to see more. I'm trying to get to 100k subscribers and I really appreciate the support. Also, just a note, the new 2v2v2v2 mode is coming out, Arenas. I'll have some videos on that, that'll be fun, just thought I'd say that. So if you're keen, stay subscribed and stay tuned. So without further ado, let's get into this juicy Kha'Zix game. Alright, strap yourselves in because this is a almost perfect Kha'Zix game. I think I did most things right in this game. And I also had a little bit of luck, which helped me along the way. So yeah, this is a game where the early game starts out pretty damn bad. But, you know, by playing to our individual, you know, to maximize our individual power, we're able to kind of scale and take control pretty nicely. So we're just running my favorite page, which is Dark Harvest with Abyss Focus Gathering Storm. And we will be running the Duskblade and all that good stuff. We're actually running, yeah, so this build will include the Axiom Arc second, which is, I think, probably one of the best choices you can possibly take as your second item. I think there's a lot of second items you can take. You can take, obviously, Axiom Arc. You can take Prowler's Claw if you really want to max your damage. Although I don't really see much benefit in Prowlers a lot of the time, but you know, it is still damage and it is still pretty solid. You can run Collector if you want to get into crit builds. You can run Hydra if you want to start scaling really hard early on. I mean, as early as possible. But yeah, for me, I reckon through testing over and over, Axiom Arc second is probably the best choice you can possibly take. That's just because of the utility it provides and, you know, the sheer amount of stats it gives you. It's just amazing. But yeah. So we know Diana's topside. I'm doing a full clear, by the way, nothing crazy here. And I'm pinging the topside of because we know that she showed up into a red late because I dropped the ward there early on. So we know she's topside, and that means I can go for the free bot crab. And I'm really just trying to secure my early game. Diana is actually a very tricky matchup. On paper, it's like, well, you should probably fucking win this matchup really easily. But it's really not that simple. I don't know. She's very bulky, and she can, you know, burst you down really, really quick. And she's very good at extended fights too. So, actually, one of the harder matchups to play against as Kha'Zix, if the Diana's like farming a lot and getting fed, it's really hard. And unfortunately, the Urgot is going to kill the Camille in a 1v1, which is unfortunate. But we do spot out the Diana there. We know she has 30 CS, and this can mean a number of things. Actually, it only means one thing. It means she full cleared, did crab, and took 2 CS from her top laner. So, she's ahead of me, technically, a little bit. That's fine. And my bot lane gets a kill in the meantime, but they immediately blunder it by dying to Xayah, which is unfortunate, but, I mean, not too bad. Not too bad. I think they wanted a little bit more there, but Jinx didn't flash. Anyway, there's really just not much else I can do here, aside from taking my Romp, which is spawning now. And in the meantime, right, as I do clear this stuff, we see me pinging the bot side of the map, and unfortunately Diana somehow gets a kill participation there. I don't know how Jinx died there either. Literally don't ask. I don't know why she's under the tower, but yeah, that's just tragic, and she should never die there to Diana. Anyway, I'm looking top here because Camille is pinged Flash and Ignite on Urgot. She does a great E and stops the Urgot in his tracks, and this guy's just basically dead. Going to be able to pick up the Urgot with ease. Camille has actually played really, really well this game. And she set up a lot of things for me. So, yeah, big up Camille. Big up the whole of my team, honestly. It's a bit of a hard game to play. Especially in the early game. Like, it's a very squishy, you know, kind of weak bot lane early. So, no doubt they're going to get destroyed by Xayah Nort. But yeah, so I don't know how Ori goes into Zed, but it doesn't really sound that great of a matchup. But I don't know. I'm not a mid laner. Anyway, gonna continue my clear. And what you'll find here, something interesting, is that yeah, my raptors aren't there. So there's actually one place she could be. Oh, either she left my raptors and went back up into a jungle, or is going bot. Or she's on my Krugs right now and is still taking them. We're going to walk over here to Krugs. Turns out she is here. We were right. And we're going to try and jump on her. But unfortunately, the worst case scenario happens. Jinx gets caught by the enemy bot lane. And then Diana flashes onto her and gets away. Like, it's the worst situation imaginable. Kog'Maw also overextends here. Gets caught by, like, there's just nothing I can do here. I don't have my leap up. Huge Orianna ult. But if I were to go in here, I would just easily die, because I would be forced to use my flash, and Zed is level 6, so I would just basically die, flash onto the Orianna here. This is really tragic as well. There's just not much I can do here without just dying myself, and I don't want to die here. We are playing for our lives. I get a bit frustrated here, ping Jinx once. Like, you should never do this. Like, don't just ping your laners, like, for no reason. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't help anything. But I was kind of a little frustrated this game because things, like, were kind of just dying for no reason. Anyway, watch this. Look at this. I actually find the Xayah here. So I was looking for my chance to do something in that scenario, and I reckon, like, my plan there was just to go for a suicide dive on the Xayah because I know she has no sums. Just to get something out of that scenario. I would have taken that with ease. But I get one for free. I get a shutdown for free. And I get out as well. So I recall, pick up Dirk and Warhammer, and we're back out onto the top side of the map. So yeah, that was really nice. That works out. And it gets worse for my bot laner. Bot laners, they just fucking die again. Yeah, just goes to show you how it's a bit of a rough early game. Camille's going crazy on the Urgot though. Looks like there's a bit of a fight. Oh, she just gets out. By the skin of her teeth, the Ignite kills the Urgot. I was going to look to dive that. I was going to make my way up, but she's got that under control. Thank goodness for Camille, because otherwise, you know, we wouldn't have much to work with in the early game if Camille was also losing, because mid and bot are kind of losing. Okay, so we get Crab, we evolve our Q, and then I'm like, okay, Urgot just died, right? I'm going to try maybe invade Diana, see if she's on the red. Turns out she's not. She's on the bot side of the map, going to dive Jinx. Goodbye, Jinx. Yeah. I don't know, man. See you later. Gonna be very rough for that bot lane there. And I'm just gonna do what I can here and try take as much as I can from a jungle. So we take red and raptors. Now, I also... okay, Kog'Maw dies as well, apparently. To make matters worse. Tragic. Tragic. Really just tragic. But yeah, I have to take this Herald. Like, if I'm not taking Herald here, I'm just trolling. Because this is super free. Diana spent like a minute bot lane, so, you know, it's just absolutely free. But I need to be careful of the solo laners that could potentially come and stop me here. Although my laners are in lane, so they can help me if I need to. If I need it. I do get that pretty comfortably. And now, again, like, just need to focus on myself here. There's really just... I have to focus on myself until we have better chances to do things on the map. Because, like, right now, I really don't have much to work with. I have, I mean, until I get my Duskblade, we are going to be pretty unsafe with this team comp. Xayah Nort just kind of like, there's a lot of CC and a lot of shit to deal with in that bot lane, so yeah, just have to be extra careful. But we do get that. Finish my wolves, recall by dusk, get boots, go back on the map, and then I'm just going straight to my camps yet again. Unfortunately, Orianna tries to get out, good try, but Nautilus shows up as well, and yeah, she's gonna go down too. I'm just looking to try and get my raptors here, bro, but here comes that Diana. I actually want to jump on this here. I get my raptor, EQ auto attack, get a lot of damage off on her. And the Nort is here. Except I get out. So I'll tell you what I did there. Because even I was finding it hard to process what happened there. But in the moment, I was like, okay, I know Nort's around. I don't need to use my ult for Diana, but if the Nort is here, then I need to R and potentially try to get away. But yeah, I kind of reacted too late. My R did go off during the hook animation, so I was pretty safe. And so after that, I was like, okay, I had to like make a decision. I just have to try and all-in Diana, get the Duskblade untargetability, and then just get out. So I did have just enough damage, and then I stealth and flash out, so that was nice. Anyway, he still has ult, right? Because I cancelled it with my second cast of R. So Kog'Maw's gonna get ulted. Jinx is just kind of sitting in the bush, literally don't know what's happening. And this guy overextends yet again. But I have no leap. Like, I don't know. He's gonna ping me here, but I really didn't want to go in on that because I have no leap and it's Xayah, so if I walk up to her blindly, I just get kited and die. So I have to be extra careful to not blow my lead, because if I die like even just once, it puts us in a very bad spot. And that's just how Kha'Zix is. He's very punishing, especially with this build. But yeah, Orianna can die again, and I just ping all three of them because they're enting. Haha, yep. I really should not be doing that. My bad. You guys know I don't really like, I don't encourage being toxic to your teammates, so doing anything that could potentially make them play worse, it's not good. So I should really just like mute everyone and focus on myself in this game. But yeah, here comes Urgot, kills Jinx again. Goodbye Kog. Kog dies. Very unfortunate. Zed gonna get away, except I find a good chance here on the Urgot. He isolates, and I'm just gonna combo him like that. EQ auto attack, R auto attack Q, gonna go down, and that actually works out really well for me. I'm still on top of my camps, really nicely. I'm gonna shove this wave as well, which is gonna give me a bunch of XP. I wasn't sure if Zed ulted or not in that fight, so I'm just gonna back off there. If that Zed didn't have ulti, he would die there, honestly. But we have to play it safe as usual. And here we go, right? Jinx taking my Raptors because why not? I guess it's the worst thing when your laners just start bleeding into your jungle and taking your camps. It's the worst thing. So now I have to fight against my laners as well for my camps, which sucks. It's the absolute worst. So we gotta make sure we can just take everything on the map possible, so that we can just stay ahead and all that shit. But yeah, losing one Raptors is not too bad though. Okay, here comes the Urgot. Some shit happened in the top lane. Looks like Cog's in trouble. I'm gonna try loop around, try and help him out. He looks like he's fine. Okay, he gets away. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go, guys. And then I get chunked by Zed, and I'm like, okay, maybe not. Here comes the Nort, though. They're gonna re-engage. I'm gonna get ulted here. Except, his team is not in range to help him. So I'm gonna be fine. But I really can't go in with him just harassing me like that. And here comes Camille to help out the Cog. They actually finished up the Zed really nicely. I QW the Urgot, become untargetable. What the fuck happened? And I finished the Nort with an ISO Q. Literally no idea what happened there. So I guess I got ulted by Urgot, and I just finished him off right before I was, gonna get eaten, I guess. And then that just kind of like did that weird animation. Not really sure what happened there. That was very interesting. But I somehow get out of that, and that's why I believe I said in the beginning, I had a bit of luck on my side. Or was it just pure calculation in that moment? I don't know, man. I don't know. But it works out. We get 2 kills, and somehow we're alive. We recall. We get our Axiom Arc. Very nice. Now, obviously, this game was played on an auto patch, but right now it's been buffed. So you get more ulti refund the more lethality you have, which is great. So for pure lethality builds, you can actually end up ulting twice in a fight, which is fucking amazing. I want to look for a pick here. Sounds like he's just standing in the bush, and Urgot's here too. Yikes, gotta instantly R there, go invis and jump over the wall just to be safe. Actually, no, maybe I could have fought that, right? Because they did burn their ults. So I don't know. But then again, like I said, we're playing very careful. So we want to make sure we don't throw our lead. Yeah, and so Herald's up, and I do want to walk back into this place so that we can get some vision and potentially contest Herald, but you know, they're not actually on it. Camille looks like she's in trouble. She's getting 3-man ganked. Kog'Maw's actually fighting Xayah here, and that's what I meant. Like, what the fuck? How is a Kog'Maw 1v1ing a Xayah? Like, literally how? No one knows. And with the Camille dying, I'm looking for a pick here because I have 2 items and I know I can, you know, get 1 shot off if I mean, you know, if possible. Anyway, try go on the Nort. Can't do it. Again, luck is on my side. I live by just a tiny amount, and I W the Diana before she can get me in the bush. That's just fucking luck. I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain that. It's just pure luck there. I really should have died, honestly. But the Diana didn't have E because she used it topside. So I end up living and kiting her away from me. Like, I can't explain that, man. It's just lucky. Sometimes you just get lucky, hey. But yeah, anyway, I'm walking topside again because I want to try and contest Herald or make sure they don't do it. And here's the Xayah and Urgot. Camille's in position, ready to engage. I jump on the Xayah. She's got an ulti. Totally fine. Just give her an auto, finish her off. And Urgot, goodbye. Catch her later. And with that, I'm like, okay, easy Herald here. Evolve my wings because I can. Very, very nice. Big Orianna ult into the Camille stun. Nothing she can do. Instantly one-shot her. Catch her later. See you later, mate. And that's going to be it there. And then I'm just going to decide to go into Herald here. We need to get this Herald. And I'll just chuck it wherever. Don't really care where. Just going to chuck it. But yeah, now you can see that our damage is kind of through the roof. Big Dark Harvest stacks, maxed out runes. Absolute Focus Gathering Storm. The one shot is kind of crazy. Yeah. And this is why I like this build so much. I'd say if you wanted to build something second, that Axiom Arc is probably one of your best choices, provided that you don't have to go anything else. Obviously, Edge of Night second is really good in some cases if you need more defense and want to be safer. It's totally fine, but yeah, since we can't go Yumu second anymore, and then that's a mythic now, we need a replacement, and I think Axiom Arc's that replacement simply because of the utility you get from it, with the alt refund. But yeah, man. So we recall, we pick up the Last Whisper, fight's gonna happen here. Goodbye, Zed. Look at Kog'Maw. That's what I was saying. Like, holy shit. Kog'Maw actually just goes crazy this game. He's finally scaled up. So the game is sort of now in our favor. We have Last Whisper and our boots. So basically, we're very fucking strong. And so long as we pick the right fights, we're gonna just kind of take over the game. And yeah. So yeah, Kog has just amazing damage now. I don't know what it is. Kog support, AP Kog support, just melting everything with the Andrews. Who would have thought? Like, I just never... Like, I don't know. I didn't see it coming. But we still got to play our own game and not, you know... Just make sure we don't throw. We drop Herald mid. Diana's going to go down. Hello, Xayah. Get one shot. Here is the Urgot. Kog'Maw somehow lives and just explodes everyone. I don't know, bro. I don't know. So we trade 3 for 1 there. So long as we take fights like that, it's like totally fine. This game will be totally fine. We've got Dragon up coming up soon, so we need to prepare for that. And now we're gonna just go into our Raptors, and I believe should I just recall here? Yeah, we recall. Recall. Honestly, I could just get a Dirk here and just annihilate everyone. But I guess I'm going into the Sorotas. Guys, if you have the Last Whisper and you're sitting on it, and you have enough to get like the Warhammer, I strongly encourage you to just get another Dirk. Because like, the Last Whisper and getting another Dirk, giving you that extra lethality, you're really just gonna explode people. But yeah. Now we are really strong. Kog'Maw threatens the entire team now. Camille goes for engage. I go for Nort, try to go untargetable. I do manage to get that off, chain it into my Lotus Salt. Gonna find a good chance to go in. Big Oriole, that was my chance. Jump onto the Xayah, get a reset here. Gonna try jump over the Diana for a double jump. Doesn't work, she flashes over, my bad. Kog'Maw kills the Diana, gets me a reset on that Diana, and then I'm able to jump on the Urgot and pick up Urgot. God damn, I love this build so much. It just explodes people. I fucking love it. It's probably one of the most consistent assassin builds, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. You can run this with like first strike as well, like, no big deal. But yeah, there's just, you can't go wrong with, like, Dark Harvest just has the craziest snowball potential and it lets you multi-kill like crazy. So currently 12-0, haven't died yet. That's really nice. And we're going to recall off the dragon, get our Ceruldas. And yeah, so I would say that this is probably my favorite kind of staple build for Kha'Zix at the moment. And this is actually the build I include in my Kha'Zix guide on MobiFire. It's just really that consistent, and I think it'll win you a lot of games if you do what I'm doing and just kind of like play solo. Not solo, but play very selfish and make sure you're strong before anything else. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And it's working out really nicely in this game, as you can see. Jump over the wall. Instead of trying to run away. Auto QW, goodbye, catch you later. Like, literally, what can you do? Absolutely fucking nothing. And look at that. Because of Axiom Mark, my ult is almost off cooldown. Nort just can't do anything. I have Untargetability up. Jump straight onto Xayah. Oh my god, it's a fucking massacre. If you haven't tried this build out already, do it because you need to, because it's too fucking good. It's too good, man. 15-0. 15-0. And I'm gonna open up the base now. A nice, quick game. Huge turnaround from a very awful early game, and you know, that's thanks to the fact that we scaled and, you know, just made sure we didn't throw, made sure we didn't die and tilt and all that stuff. So yeah, Kog'Maw wants to do more here, so I'm trying to play with him here. Here comes the Zed. He's gonna teleport away. Unfortunate. Kog'Maw looks like he's in trouble. Somehow Nort misses that. Hello, Nort. Dies. Like, look how like Kog is just melting everyone. I don't know. Here comes Diana. I'm just gonna jump straight on her because I know I can damage check her. What I need to do, auto Q. What is auto Q? Dies. And I want to go for more here, although I am half health, so I gotta be very careful. And I'm gonna just, Xayah walks up way too far. Double jump, just like that. And that's gonna be the end of the game, guys. It was a very quick one, but I just thought I'd show this because it was basically flawless, and it shows you how you can like become strong and scale up even though your laners are like 0-4, right? We saw that the Ori and my bot lane were like 0-4 early game, and we just kind of brought it back with slow scaling and careful gameplay, and that's something this build rewards really nicely. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Give Axiom a try, definitely worth it. Go for another one shot, doesn't work, but yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Catch you later.